Oh, it is I, Ian. So apparently, the Snoop elitist butthole that is the Hollywood elites, Snoops, think that uh, they should have policemen, but it's okay for them to attack the police department. What? I was the chief, like the chief of police of the whole department. LA, I'd be like, I'm not protecting you guys. Sorry, legit. If let's say was, if I was the the leader of the police department of LA, of LAPD, I would actually all the policemen to not protect these snobs, these elitist snobs, or snoobs, one of the two. It doesn't really mean it means the same thing regardless. But the reason why they wanted it, why not defend the LAPD? Why not? They wanted it, you know. And this street is public. The streets are public places. Yeah, the streets that are going to close off, that's public. That street was paid by the government with taxpayer money. So, therefore, anyone could protest there regardless of what some snob, elitist pigs wants. Because unfortunately, I wish we could just kick all these snoobs in freaking North Korea and let them handle it. Want socialism? Send them to North Korea, to the People Democratic Republic of Korea. You know, North Korea. Yeah, that Korea. Not South Korea. North Korea, with Fat Boy Kim Un or whatever the hell his name is, or Fat Boy Dictator. I again don't know his name. Not I really care. Just know he's fat. It's funny. Uh, so I wonder if he ever came to the U.S., the dictator of North Korea. It would be really funny. I go up front to him and I make fun of him because technically they can't expedite me because I didn't violate North Korea. I'm in the U.S., so I didn't violate the U.S. law. So, seriously, if North Korea leader would have ever come, which he wouldn't because he's a dictator and he would never come to this country because this country resemble free world and this free enough world that isn't controlled by. Eh, that may not be true because technically we are controlled by a totalitarian state called the deep state. So, but we're not communists yet or socialists yet. If so, yeah, you have a bunch of bureaucratic uh, fat that needs to be trimmed. Uh, I'd vote for Trump if I could, which I probably won't because obvious reasons, which I have said in the past, which is I don't exactly remember when the next election uh, for presidency will come in Idaho. It comes after the governor election and like the Congress election, like the representative and stuff like that. You know. However, I don't know. I just don't care. You know. I'm not going to be able to vote for Trump here in Montana because I won't be here until then. Be in my home state where I belong. And by that time, I won't care about um. Let's see, I was one of the one who's voted for Brad Little. I didn't like him. Never had because he made it so you actually have to go to. He made it harder for people with mental health issues to go to a mental hospital. I'm sorry, if you have a mental health issue, you should go to the mental hospital and go there and have them help you, not go to the damn doctor. Because what if you hurt that doctor in a psychotic episode? Saying, you know, and and one of the things I just don't like about Brad Little, with the governor of Idaho. However, what I can tell, he's actually doing a lot, and I actually kind of liked him. So that's be honest, I'm the one who voted for him. So because he promised that he would make Idaho. I mean, I don't know if he promised that he would make Idaho great again, but he promised that he would ruin Idaho, and I kind of love my state, Idaho. I'm sorry, but I'm a statesmaness, if that makes any sense. Nationalist and state. What is the technical term for someone who loved their state more than than the nation? That's me. Uh, Sorry, but I love my state. I'm sorry. I do. I love my state. Huh. I may have to go look on Google and find out. Because I do love my state more than this nation. That's why I won't be able to be president. And also because, look at me, I'm fat and I'm disabled. You seriously think a disabled president would be a good president for the most powerful country in the world? No. Hell, we're having the most idiotic president ever in American history, and that's Joe Biden. You know, who can't even who bleh, who sorry, who dementia is so bad he can't even be charged for all the crimes he committed. Let that hit you. His dementia is so bad he cannot remember all the crimes he committed, which means he cannot be charged. He cannot be charged for violating the law. He is a risk not only to the international order, but to everything America stands for. I'm sorry, but he is. If you think Joe Biden is the weakest president, which he is one of the weakest presidents in American history. I mean, hell, even the left will agree on. I mean, not like the left, but I think the left would agree with that, you know. But the fact that both the right and left can agree, the fact that Joe Biden is the most weakest president we ever had, prove that I want. If I was president, I would also be one of the weakest president in American history for any dementia or anything like that. Simply for the fact I'm disabled, I have health issues, and I have to do surgeries, and I'm not going to last long. And also, even if I was president, I could be a national security risk for the simple fact of my ADHD. Sorry, I could be. I was a. If I got elected, if I got old enough and I got elected to become the president of the United States of America, that would be great. The issue is because of how my brain works with ADHD, it would be a national security risk for this nation because I could accidentally that if I were to know the code, if I was the president, and obviously if I was the president, I know the code to launch nukes. Well, I could accidentally launch the nukes for no reason because of my brain. I don't have dementia. I have ADHD, and one of the issues I have is that I tend to forget. So it's not like dementia. It really isn't. I'm not forgetting my name, stuff like that. Like that, I mean, everyone would know. Oh, I usually forget about. Oh, I need to take my meds. Or uh, I had no control over that, and so I would be national security risk. Oh, not just for the whole world, but for this nation. And I would be completely overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I have to do. I'm just not good with that. I also wonder if, let's say, if let's say Trump served his term limit, and could he, if Trump served both his term limit, could he become vice president of the country? I kind of wonder that because technically that's a loophole around the term limit. You could have Trump as vice president, and if like let's say Ida passing away as president, Trump would be president. Would mean which would violate the term limit. I don't know. It's just crazy. Hey, I hope you're not puking on my flow.